We're going to get started today. So for your assignment here, we are drawing heads, learning the head proportions and doing all that stuff. So this is for your last project where you are going to be using complementary color sets in order to draw a portrait of yourself. So first we're going to do all about me. About me. Right, I'm going to go to strip down my paper. I'm going to label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So I'm going to write 10 things about myself that are about me. Alright, so there are the 10 things about me. You can list any kind of 10 things that you want. You can say what your favorite colors are, what things that you like, but it also could be a part of your background, who you are, or part of your family, like the German one, right? So now I'm going to start drawing out a portion of a face. On your guys' worksheet, it had a title going 1 through 6. It first starts off with an oval and it goes on from there. I particularly don't like to do the oval, but that is up to you. I will do the oval though this time for you guys. So it's kind of a wide stretched oval like this, right? It's kind of nice and big, kind of like that. Now it says to split your oval in half horizontally, right? This is where the eyes are going to go. Then you're going to split your head in half this way, in horizontal or vertically. This is for your midline, right? And then you're going to split this section up in here in half, and you're going to split this section up in here in half. This is where your nose is going to be, and this is where your mouth is going to be. Now it does have one that splits up here, but I don't really like to do that one. So before I get too much started, this is kind of all really angled, really wonky. Let me make sure that I get this nice and straight for you guys real fast. So you see, even sometimes I can make mistakes. Alright, so after you guys have this, I would go ahead and start. There was one up here, but I'm not going to do that one. So I'll go ahead and kind of start off with my face. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go around. I'm going to make a chin kind of going right here. I'm just kind of making sure that my face is nice and darkened and kind of elongated a little bit to give me a chin. Alright, so your eyes are going to go right here. So I would draw 2 circles right on the eyelids right here, right? And they're roughly going to be roughly the same size. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an upper eyelid like so. Okay. Now the more that I curve this line, the more wider my eye will look. The more I flatten these curves, the more narrow my eyes will look. So I go like this and I go like this, right? There's one eye. So what I do to one side, I must do the other. So then, now you're going to draw in some eyebrows, of course. I'm going to draw very simple eyebrows here today. A little thickness. Alright, now this is where your nose is going to go. Your nose can be multiple different types of options here. We can go for a nose that's like this. Or like that, or you can even go for a nose that's like this, even. I think I'm gonna go for a nose that's like this. I like the little angle part that says that's where the nostril, or not the nostril, but where the edge of the nose is. I'm gonna draw that one today. Now for your mouth, you have an M shape for the middle, and your upper lip kind of follows that same shape. And your bottom lip is like a giant U shape. Now there is sometimes a really like flat shape here, so some people like to do basically like a W or like a upside down of a trapezoid. So if I do kind of like from here, do my end shape, right? Like this. And I'll copy that same thing right here and right here. Ta-da! Alright, so now I need to draw in some ears. Ears they start at the corner of your eyes and they work their way down to the lower part of your nose. So your ears should be roughly about this big. And if you don't believe me, I would like for you to trace your eye from here and go all the way back until you touch your ear, and then go from your corner of the bottom of your nose all the way to back. And you'll see what I'm talking about. It should roughly end up where your ear actually connects to your head and where it ends with your head. So there are your ears, and then now you gotta draw on some hair. So if I'm gonna make this person kind of like a dude, right? I'll make him a dude. Give him some cool hair, right? I'm gonna give him some spiky hair. Now, when I do this hair, I'm thinking about how you guys like stylize your hair up at the front, right? And I'm just making kind of these big shapes and making just some lines and saying this is the direction of where the hair is going. So, how you make hair is up to you, and sometimes you actually have to kind of practice this a little bit, right? So there's my dude, right? So I might make him a little thinner in the face. He's not so chubby, right? I go like this a little bit. Maybe a little thinner, right? And then all those lines that I don't want anymore, I can go in there and I can erase them. Because I no longer need them, right? I could draw the inside of the eye. Now when you draw your eyes, right, you're going to draw that iris, right? And then you're going to draw your pupil kind of up here, because if you draw in the center, it makes him look like he's a little crazy. So I'm going to draw that right there. Erase that straight line. I'm also going to add a highlight right there. Might as well. So a highlight. Going to darken off the sides a little bit. Draw my pupil right about here, right? You can add some shading in here up at the top to say that your eyelid is shadowed, because of course it is. You can also draw some creases above your eyes. That always helps as well. You can also put on, like, you know, if you had a girl, like let's just say this side is the girl face, you know, you can put some eyelashes on or anything else like that. You know, if you got some earrings going on, you can add those. You just add whatever you want to him. Right. Smile slightly. There you go. Alright, so that's how you begin drawing a face. Now, depending on how you change some of these elements, will change how your person looks. So if you wanted to be more guy-like, I definitely suggest making some thicker eyebrows, because that usually helps with that. Usually guys do have thicker eyebrows than girls do, because we like to pluck ours, you know. Also too, make your eyes be a little bit more downward. Yeah, so you can change it however you want to, but you get the general idea. So if you guys need any help or anything else like that, you may ask me. But what you're going to do next is, after you're done drawing your faces, I would like for you to draw at least 6 different types of faces, or 6 faces in general. So 6 faces. After you're done with your 6 faces, practicing this kind of method, try to draw your own face. And then after you're done drawing your own face, you're going to create a self-portrait with using the words that you listed here, okay? And you're going to write them in the background, however you want to. Then you're going to choose a complementary color set. I chose to do red and green. So I chose to do red and green. Okay, you may use, these are my acrylics, but I'm using actually color pencils for this, and I would suggest you use color pencils too. So you're going to use red and green around this whole entire thing. You may use neutral colors such as brown and black, but I should see mainly red and green. Even on the clothes, they should be red and green. The whole thing should be red and green. If you guys have any questions about this or any concerns or anything, just let me know. You could break up the background like this. You could even break up the background to where if you have a person here, right, you can have it to where it's like shooting off this way, like in the other picture I had, right? Or you can have it to where it's more like if you have a person here, you can have it more like free floating everywhere, the words, right? Kind of going around this way, maybe like bricks. Okay, so you can have it however you want to in the background, but I must see those characteristics all the way around. I would also use some shading methods, so some blending methods where you shade from one color to another. See how I'm adding green and red to my hair right here? You can go ahead and do that. I added some green into my eyes, even though I have blue eyes, right? You can go from dark to light in any of these. Just make your stuff look really good and make it pop out. If you have any questions, just go ahead and email me and let me know. See you guys next time.